Hey guys,
It's the teenagers.
We're here with our Coach Antonio.
And he's allowed us to interview him, ask him a few questions about tennis.
Yeah.
So the first question is, tell us about your tennis journey.
Awesome. Okay, so I started off playing at the age of 10. I started off playing in Virginia, Chesapeake actually to be more specific. From there I played in junior tournaments. In tournaments I played collegiate in college. I also played at Virginia Tech. Virginia Union first and Virginia Tech, so I am also a Panther and a Hokie. From out of there, I came down, transferred to Atlanta, Georgia. I coach at certain facilities, certain as Richard Craig, such parks as Lovejoy Recreational Park. I also coach in Palmetto. So I travel around a lot with coaching tennis into this area. While down here in Georgia in the past, I want to say 6 years, I have took one high school team to state 4 years back to back in a row. I have also captained and coached over numerous of Alta teams that have won city final place. I have taken more than 10 teams down to USCA state finals, junior and adults teams down to USCA state finals.
That's great. What do you like most about being a tennis coach?
Well, the things I like about being a tennis coach the most is helping people try new things in life, showing them that they're not too late to learn something new. I love helping kids get into college, pick up the racket, play in high school teams, and such forth so on. I love to allow people to use tennis as an avenue to go as far as they can go into the sport. Tennis is such a life-teaching sport to where it teaches kids and adults about self-discipline, training, working hard. It's one of the only individual sports to where it's just only you out there playing on the court.
That was an amazing answer. So who's one of your favorite professional tennis players or tennis player?
Okay, awesome. So favorite tennis players, I have a lot of that I am very fond of. So let's go, before we go to top ranking and like national players, we'll go to, I don't want to say lower tier, this is the ones that come straight out of college. Like I'm a big fan of Paul Chubbs. He played for, I want to say it was South Carolina, very fantastic player. Females, I'm a big fan of Coco. She definitely came out of Atlanta, Georgia. So that's always good to see someone come from a place that you're at. I'm a big fan of John Isner. I'm a big fan of Michael Moe. And I love Gail Monfils.
Wow, those are all great players. What is some advice that you would give to younger, aspiring tennis players?
Okay, so some advice that I'll give young, aspiring tennis players is to not give up. You never start too late for your goals. Always remember there's more things out there than professional tennis. You can go be a coach for a college team. You can be a high school coach. You can teach fundamentally anywhere that you will want to go. College, professional isn't the last stop, or it's not meant for everybody, so you don't have to try to make it fit you. Do what fits you with the sport. Tennis is a very good avenue. There's a lot of colleges that are offering plenty of scholarships out there for players, for kids who are trying to do something far with the sport. It's definitely a sport that needs some ramping up into, and we are planning on trying to get it where it's filled with a lot of kids into it.
That's a wonderful answer. Another question I have for you is, do you want to keep on coaching until your elder years? Or do you want to make it a little bigger and be one of those top ranked players?
I do want to continue coaching into my elder years. My goal isn't to try to find the next professional. My goal is just to help each kid find their path with tennis.
That's a wonderful goal.
So what do you think are some of the barriers that prevent kids from actually playing tennis?
Well, some of the things that are preventing kids from playing tennis is such things as tennis is not that popular in a lot of areas. Tennis is considered kind of a wealthy sport for certain people. So a lot of people who are not as wealthy aren't able to afford it, but there are such things out there that are making it able for kids who can't afford it to play, such as USTA and other such revenues and avenues that they can go onto. But I would say that's one of the things, people not being able to afford it. It's not being as popular as football, basketball. A lot of kids that are growing up are either taught to shoot or throw a football. A lot of them are not taught how to play tennis, or it's not seen that popular, or it's not that drawn to. So it really is just, a lot of people aren't just introduced to certain things in life. And I would say that's probably one of the reasons why it's not that big into kids.
Is there a specific age that you would say is the right age for children to start playing tennis?
If a child is interested in trying to play tennis and go far, such as professional or D1 collegiate schools, I would say the younger the better. So I would recommend about age of 6. One thing that a lot of kids do not know and adults don't know is that most Division I college schools are filled up with 60% of international players. So one thing is, when you're trying to go to a top ranking school, you got to understand you're not just competing with kids in the United States, you're also competing with kids outside of the country. So there's a million kids out here who are trying to get the same position that most of these kids got. So the younger the better, and you have to push and work hard. Self-discipline is a very crucial, important part into tennis.
So I want to say a huge thank you to Coach Antonio for allowing us to interview him. And we've been taking lessons with him for almost 2 years now, and it's really been great.
Do you have any last comments?
Well, thank you girls for interviewing me, and I wish you girls the best on your tennis journey and throughout your tennis career.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.